I'm the a-hole for telling my boyfriend that his masculinity was fragile after he refused to buy me pads. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Oyta, the show where me, Yukaa, your otter VTuber, reads out Am I the A-hole stories with different VTubers. Today we have Bal. She's this cutest little sheepy. Bal, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself and your content? It'd be amazing for everyone to hear about you.
Yes, hi, I'm Bal, your lovely sheep goddess. I'm the reincarnation of the 8th spirit of the Chinese zodiac, the sheep. I'm a VTuber, obviously, a V-singer, a voice actress, and a variety streamer, and I'm so happy to be on today!
Oh, we're so happy to have you. It's so happy. I'm so happy to have you on the sofa with me. We're going to be reading some juicy stories today. I feel like the theme today is men being a little bit silly.
Oh.
So we'll see. So I'm going to read the title out to you and we're going to discuss whether you feel like this story is justified as an a-hole story or a non-a-hole story. But we'll see. It's they're definitely somewhat juicy, I'd say. Somewhat juicy. But are you excited to hear them?
I am. We both have tea in front of us and I'm ready to sip it.
Wait, you be ready to serve that matcha tea, girly? Are we ready? So I'm going to read out, the first story title, which is, Am I the a-hole for telling the girl who kissed my boyfriend for a play that she's desperate and pathetic? Oh, so this is more like about a girl trying to steal someone's man. She trying to steal your man.
Was the place, was the kiss scripted? Or were they supposed to fake kiss?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I don't know from the title. So when I picked these out, I read them, but I skimmed them. And I planned these months ago. So I actually can't even remember this story. But that is a good one. Was this kiss in the play? Or not?
Yeah,
did she kiss in the play?
If it was something they had to do for the play, then I guess it would really depend, did she kiss him or was it a peck?
Oh yeah,
did she full tongue? Peck?
Did she full tongue?
Oh yeah, tongue. Not for a play. Ooh.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
She is a little bit.
I don't even full tongue my boyfriend in public. I feel like it's icky as fuck. I hate it.
I don't full tongue anyone, man.
yeah, no. I like tonguing in general is it's like a teen, it's sort of the thing that you do when you're younger and you first start kissing and you think it's really cool to do when actually it's gross. When actually it's gross and no one wants to do it. It reminds me Angus Thong's Perfect Snogging Style. Have you ever watched that film? It's very British.
I have not.
Oh my god, it's British culture, that film. Definitely watch it. It's a teen movie.
I'll have to.
I watched it growing up. Any British girl that is watching this right now will have seen this film. It is It's what you watched growing up. This and Wild Child. Don't know if you've watched Wild Child either. Were
I'm so uncultured.
It's not even about being uncultured. Wild Child is an English film as well, but it's about an American girl that goes to an English school. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And
that explains the name.
Yeah, and Angus Thong's The Perfect Snogging is a British film about a girl living near Brighton, down south in the UK. And she fancies this guy in school. She's wanting a party at a club at 15. She's 14 years old. So it's very teen chick flick. But it's about girls going through puberty, learning how to kiss boys and, all that sort of stuff that you learn when you're growing up as a teenager. But it does just remind me of that sort of petty, my boyfriend, you're trying to steal my boyfriend kind of thing at this play. It's kind of giving teen vibes. So I'm guessing that these people are quite young, maybe still high school, maybe
I would assume so.
University.
Play.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't think they're in professional musical theater. If that was the case, then I don't think they'd have much problem with kissing.
100%. Sorry, I just had a little hydration right there. So I'll start reading the story. It is fairly long, actually, so might be a bit juicy. It says, buckle in. Are we all buckled? Are we ready? It says, I, brackets 19 female, study drama at uni, and my boyfriend is on the same course. Oh. My boyfriend is a really good-looking guy, but he doesn't seem to know it. He gets a lot of attention from girls, and for the most part, doesn't seem to get that they're flirting with him. I'm not genuinely annoyed by this and never really say anything. However, there's this one girl in our class, let's call her Victoria, who is obsessed with my boyfriend. She goes out of her way to be paired with him in group activities, brackets. For example, if the professor picks groups by numbering us 1, 2, 3, she will move herself to be in the same number as him, end bracket. And she's recently stepped down from a main role in a play we're doing so she can be in the more minor one, simply because this character has a romance with my boyfriend. Oh my god. I know this is the case because I've heard her say to her friends that she thinks he's hot and whatnot. I've never said anything to her about it because she seems pretty insecure, brackets, always complaining about she thinks she's ugly. I don't see it as a big deal because my boyfriend doesn't care. However, we've recently performed the play and had a small after party where she got slightly drunk and was bragging about how she definitely felt something when they kissed in the play, and she's going to ask him if he felt the same. Oh my god. I rolled my eyes and ignored it. I know, this is crazy. Until she actually went up to my boyfriend. She was a little bit drunk and she went up to him. I was there too. Victoria started saying that she knows he must have felt a spark. He's a really good kisser, etc. I snapped and sort of shouted at her, "You sound incredibly desperate. You're going after somebody else's boyfriend. You're pathetic if you think a stage kiss means you should be together." She looked super embarrassed and walked away, and I later heard she'd gone home crying. I felt like a dick because she's obviously insecure and whatnot, and her friends haven't stopped calling me a bitch. Am I the a-hole? Edit. She 100% knows that I am his girlfriend. I have heard her talking about me being his girlfriend before. That's the end of the story, but that's icky. That's so icky.
That is so icky.
Mm.
If you have a friend who is a homewrecker and you know they're a homewrecker, don't defend them, or else you're also a homewrecker. You're homewrecking too.
Yeah, the fact that she's talking to it about with her friends, like saying, I'm gonna go up to him and ask if he felt a spark because I definitely felt one, is so
you go, girl.
weird.
Wreck that relationship.
That's so weird. Like, in front of his girlfriend? Are you crazy?
So gross.
So the amount of confidence that people have, I will never ever have it. These are 19-year-old kids, by the way. I'm 30. I'm 30 and I don't have the confidence to do that. Like, what the frick? Like, that's
not confidence, that's audacity.
That is definitely audacity.
Gross.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross. And the fact she, like, stepped down from a higher role to be in this role just so she could kiss him is weird. Like,
that feels harassy.
It feels like
that's kind of harassment.
It's so strange. It's so strange. And the fact that it feels like nobody else has really picked up on this, like, it just seems like the girlfriend has, like, picked up on it, because obviously as a girlfriend you do see things like that more. Like, you are, like, scanning for it basically. Even though it says that it doesn't bother her, like, she's not really been bothered, she's picking her so much to the point where she's had to, like, pop off at her at this party because it's been going on for too long and she's not said anything about it because has the boyfriend
and the girlfriend talked about this? Like,
yeah.
What was his reaction and stuff? That's what I'm concerned about.
Well,
because,
yeah,
like,
it seems like... Go on.
If he had known and the girlfriend had told him, like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with how this girl sees you, and I know that you don't see it that way, but, like, this makes me uncomfortable, and she's talking trash about me while she says that she likes you, he should defend his girlfriend and, like, outright reject the girl before she even asks him out, because it's already inappropriate. She's moved roles so that she can have an intimate moment with him. She's taking advantage of him. Like, she's taking advantage of both people in that relationship. That is gross.
It's so gross. It's disgusting. Like, and like you said, you would have thought that the boyfriend at this point would have picked up on it and they would have had a conversation, because I'm assuming that the girlfriend is going to be acting super uncomfortable seeing them together, seeing them do their like the role together. Like I couldn't even watch it. If that was my boy, I'd be like so grossed out by it. I would be like, why are you okay with this? Like, why are you okay with this person like basically choosing this role so she can kiss you? And him doing nothing, that's also kind of icky for me. Like, he definitely seems like he's not stood up for her more than he should have in this point. Like, he's technically not leading her on because he's not made her think that she has a chance, but he's also not done anything to prevent it.
He's entertained it though. He hasn't said no. He's entertained it.
Yeah. Like I said, like he's not said yes, but he's also not said no. Do you know what I mean? He's kind of just. I think some people think of like because they've not said no, it means they've said yes, and they'll act more. You know, obviously that's wrong, but I feel like that's that situation also. Because he's not told her to back off, she's still doing it.
He's not defending his relationship, and therefore he's not making it a secure relationship.
100%. It definitely seems like they need a conversation with each other, and also like, yeah, move friggin' drama classes because it's so weird. That's like basically kind of stalkerish. Or maybe
say to your instructor, your director,
yeah,
hey, this person moved into this role because they want to kiss me, and I'm not comfortable with that because that's weird intentions, and it's not for the intent of playing the role right.
Yeah, no, 100%. They've definitely not gone for it for the role. They've gone for it for the relationship they had with the cast member, and that's just so strange. The fact she went into that thinking that she'd had a chance is just delusional to like the biggest extent.
And why would you want to start a relationship with someone by breaking up their old relationship? Because then you've already proved that they're willing to cheat. And it won't be stable for you either.
Yeah, no, 100%. It seems definitely not the a-hole. She's definitely in her right mind to have popped off at the person and called her pathetic and desperate. Because she is definitely pathetic and desperate, and it's also just very, very fucking strange. Also very strange. I have some of the comments here. The first comment says, not the a-hole, she took it way too far. Approaching him about it was out of line, which definitely was actual crazy. Like, the confidence is crazy. The other one says, not the a-hole, she's been trying to get at your boyfriend for a while and you maturely didn't engage because it was clear that she didn't have a chance. She literally came up to him when you were right next to him and tried to have a conversation about feelings. That's ridiculous, and you were trying to be nice at first, but I don't think you had to be after that happened. Thinking that stage kiss meant something with someone else's boyfriend is pathetic. Seemed like she wasn't going to stop, and so until she heard that. Yeah. So everyone is on the same boat. Everyone is saying like that's just crazy. That's just wild behavior, because it is. Honestly, I read these and I think, Jesus, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that. Not even in school. I never had to deal with that in school. I think it maybe because I wasn't very popular in school. Everyone thought I was a lesbian in school because I had that side haircut. So like I had shaved half of my hair, but then I had like longer, like other side of my hair. How do I explain it? The haircut was all the range when I was younger. But it was also a very like gay haircut. I mean, and now I'm bi, so I was actually gay, but that's not the point.
Yeah, I mean, I was popular with the lads and the ladies, but I wasn't interested. I've got no interest in any of that. I'm happy staying by myself with my cats for the rest of my life. So,
I had 5 cats growing up.
I will live vicariously through romantic stories, and that's all I need.
Yeah, 100%. I had 5 cats growing up, and I loved them with all my heart. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, they were like my favorite babies in the world. I loved them. I wish they were still with me, but then I moved into an apartment where I wasn't allowed pets, so I had to give them to a rescue center. It's honestly the worst day of my life. I hated it. It was so definitely. Yeah. But we are definitely saying that this person is not the a-hole for calling out this girl. Not the a-hole. No.
I would have been meaner.
Yeah, 100%. I would have probably started throwing hands.
Me too.
Yeah, I would not have kept my cool if that was someone talking about my other half. That would literally make a fire inside me burn. to like the hottest point. There'd be steam coming out my ears.
Because it was so disrespectful towards the OP.
Yeah, poor OP. Like the fact that she stayed so like out of the way of it for so long.
In college too, really grow up. Oh my god.
Yeah. College is crazy. Being 19 and being like that. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. That was a good story though. Like it's nice to read things like this, but the other one is quite a bit different. It's yeah, quite a bit different. So the title of it is I'm the a-hole for telling my boyfriend that his masculinity was fragile after he refused to buy me pads.
Can I just automatically say you're not the a-hole?
Okay, not the a-hole, done. Let's go. End of podcast. That's it. Thank you for coming, guys. Like that's the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed.
I don't need to hear anything else.
I saw the title and was like, yeah, I'll do that one. I got a lot of things to say about people that can't buy their girlfriend pads. Are you for real? Are you actually joking? What do you do if you have a daughter?
What would you do for your sister, for your mother?
Honestly. And it's kind of funny because I lived with my dad growing up until I was 15. So I obviously had started my periods by that point. But my dad never spoke to me about periods. I actually didn't know anything about periods until I started my period at 12. And I can vividly remember.
That's gotta be scary.
Yeah, it was actually, luckily for me, I had lessons in school about it, so I was aware of them. It wasn't my dad that told me about them. So I was aware of like not to be worried when you did start bleeding down there. But I can remember it really vividly. My nan had just come round. They were talking downstairs in my living room and I just got out of the shower. I had a towel around me. I went downstairs, said hello to my nan. I was like, hi, Nana. Like, I've just got out of the shower. Like, I'm going to go get dressed. Was walking up the stairs and I was just dripping all over my dad's cream carpet on the stairs.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I like out loud said, oh shit. And I was 12 at the time. So swearing was not very, like my dad was
that's a no-no.
The first thing my dad said was like, are you swearing? And I was like, Dad, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't like, and I just started like panicking. I was like, Dad, like it's all over the stairs, like, and my dad's obviously saw me, was like, oh, that's fine, but like I don't know how to deal with this. And me and my sister always say that my dad like has like undiagnosed autism because he's just very autistic. And he's autistic 100%. Like there's no way to describe him, there's no way to describe how he is, but like he can't deal with that he panicked in that situation. But yeah, like it's always been like a sheltered thing growing up. I obviously had a younger sister, but I'm glad to have informed her more about women's biology. So she wasn't as surprised as I was when I started my period. But going back to the story, it's crazy that there are still grown men on this planet that refuse to buy their girlfriends, and it doesn't even mean girlfriends, it could be like daughters, sanitary towels because they've started their period. Like it just
Parents, please raise both your male and female and any gender of children to be able to discuss these kinds of things and to help people when they need help. This is something very important. People need like the right kind of medical care, and that is important. That's like, that is not something to be ashamed of buying or embarrassed of buying. I mean, if you can go to a store and buy condoms, you can buy pads. It's like buying diapers for your baby. It's like buying a roll of toilet paper. There is no shame with it. If anything, it's a good thing you're doing.
It's definitely a learned behavior. Like this man has definitely grown up not being properly educated by his parents or school, and has grown this opinion on what periods are. They're not gross. Every woman has them. There's also a lot of complications that can happen with periods. So if you're not properly educated on them, your girlfriend could hemorrhage, your daughter could hemorrhage, and you won't even know because you don't know anything about menstruation. There's a lot of things that can happen. Did you know? And I actually didn't know this until maybe a couple of weeks ago, but there's a rare case where your uterine lining can all come off as one, and it can all come
called a decidual cast.
Yes.
I get those.
Oh my God, I didn't even know anything about them, which is showing how uneducated even I am as a woman.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some crazy reproductive health problems, and I wasn't taught anything about how to fix any of that growing up. And because, of course, like the medical care in the USA is not so good towards women, the best thing they could do for me is just give me hormonal therapy and say, go to the hospital when I'm hemorrhaging. And that's it.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
We really need people to be more educated on this and to get rid of the stigma on it so that people aren't scared to go to the doctor, scared to ask for help. Like, it's really sad to see stories like this.
It is super sad. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome in 2019 because I was trying for my son at that time. It took us 2 years. I did obviously have him in the end with you know, time and help. But I was diagnosed with that, and like things like that like cause a lot of problems with your periods. I've never had proper periods my whole life. I've gone years without having a period and that's been normal. I've gone, you know, had a period, then 2 weeks later had another period, then another period 2 weeks later, and then like it's just so irregular. But like people need to be taught about it, and they need to know like what causes and, you know, stuff like that, because there's a lot of things around women's health in that sense that most people don't know, and they should. So yeah, educate your children.
Please educate yourself and your children.
Yes, educate yourself and your children. I will read the story now. So this is this is lengthy. This is a long one. This has got an update as well at the end. So, I, 23 female, moved in with my boyfriend, 24 male. So these people are not young.
24? Okay, calm down.
Of 2 years, a couple of months ago. We haven't had any problems before this argument. Things have been going pretty well. Anyways, a couple of days ago, I got my period. It came early and I ran out of pads. I couldn't leave to buy some because I bled pretty heavily and would have bled through my pants. So I asked my boyfriend if he could buy pads for me from the drugstore because it was late. He immediately said no, and I was shocked because I wasn't really expecting that. I asked him why. He said he didn't want the cashier to see him buying pads. At this point, I started laughing because that was hilarious. He wasn't joking though. He just glared at me. I told him that the cashier would obviously know it wasn't for him. Plus, the cashier would definitely not care what he was buying. He still refused. I told him he could go to the self-checkout machine if he was so insecure. But he said that he didn't want anyone to see him with the pads because he'd think he was a trashy. I told him he was childish, that his masculinity was really fragile if he couldn't even buy pads for his own girlfriend. He got mad and went out. I had to bunch up toilet paper as a makeshift pad, wear black pants and a long cardigan to go buy pads for myself. My boyfriend has been ignoring me ever since. I've been thinking that maybe I might have pushed it too far. So am I the a-hole for telling my boyfriend that his masculinity was fragile after he refused to buy pads for me? Edit. Wow. Wait, there's an edit, and then we can... There's also an update, but we'll have a discussion and then I'll read the update. Thank you for your replies. I'm definitely going to have a serious talk with my boyfriend in the morning about this, and we'll see how it goes. So she's going to talk with him in the morning about it, but... Yeah, I've got no words.
No.
I've got absolutely no words. What do you want me to say to that? Like, huh? Trashy?
I know you're suffering, but I don't want people to look at me weird, even though they're not going to, and the only one who's weird is me for thinking that I should be worried about how I'm looked at when you're suffering.
See, I know you're bleeding really heavily, babe, and it's actually wrecking all of your clothes, and like you can't stop it because it's like constantly flowing until you finish your period. But I don't want to look trashy in Walmart. I'm so sorry.
I have never thought a man carrying menstrual products looks trashy. If anything, I've thought, thank God there's somebody in this world that will buy products for the feminine people in their life.
Exactly. Like, there is what? I can't even put words together.
There is not get that in your head.
Yeah.
At 24, you are old enough to have been in the world long enough to just not be a piece of shit.
I'm sorry, I did not think you were going that way with that. She straight up said, don't be a piece of shit.
I'm heated.
It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, I just can't, like, my brain can just not fathom how someone can just not pick up a set of pads, walk to the checkout,
the only person
and then pay for them.
Judge you is another man with a fragile masculinity.
Yeah. He must have grown up with those type of guy friends that are like, ew, period is so disgusting. Oh my god, it's so gross. You know what I mean?
I had people growing up in school, once we learned about like we had the lesson in middle school about our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
There were guys sticking pads all over the walls. Like,
oh my god, like
gross, the behavior that we get from people when they're learning about others' bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just being respectful about it all, they're either gross about it, they reject it completely, or you get the blessed ones that actually freaking listen and try and help. And what sucks even then is I saw somebody talking about how like bad periods can be for women online and advocating. And it was a male VTuber, and everybody in the comments was just, you're virtue signaling.
Oh my
Can we
god.
not just encourage people to be open about this stuff and talk about it? Like, I was so happy to see that tweet because I was like, thank you, there's someone who's educated. I don't care if you are virtue signaling, at least you're educated about it. And more people are getting educated because of your tweet. If you're getting clout from it, whatever, who cares? People are learning.
It's a good type of clout. Yeah, it's a type of clout that you want because you're educating people on things that you obviously need to be educated on, because you're getting negative comments on something that should be just so normal.
Celebrate it, positive, normal. Let's encourage this behavior because I need more men to know about this stuff, because who's gonna help if you have a woman in your life that doesn't have any women in her village? Yeah,
no, 100%. Can you remember, did you have the cervical cancer injection when you were younger in school?
No.
Oh, so I'll tell you this. So in school in the UK, when I was 15 years old, we had 3 sets of injections for the cervical cancer, a vaccination, basically. But it was a very...
Why did I get that? I hate the US.
You didn't get free vaccinations for cervical cancer as a kid?
No.
Oh, well, we did.
They just give us pap smears.
I mean, I still get smears every 3 years. Yeah. But it's a...
no
I've actually recently found out, was talking to a nurse when my 3-year-old got his 3-year vaccinations. She actually said that it's younger now. They vaccinate younger. But when it first got introduced, I was 15, and it was the first year that it got introduced. But they were very painful injections. They made your arm completely numb and sore, like the day of having them, because obviously it was new. But I remember the boys used to punch us in the arms, and like it was a big thing. Like, boys got put into like isolation and like removed from classes because they were too busy punching girls in the arms. Like the vaccinations were so hard that we couldn't raise our hands when we wanted to answer a question because our arms were that painful after this vaccination. And you had guys like not taking it seriously and just hitting us because they thought it was funny that all the girls were like wincing because our arms were so painful. And it's like,
how do you find joy in causing harm to others?
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, it was such a weird, like, and this happened 3 times because we had it, and then it was another 2 other injections after as well. Like, I think they were like 3 or 4 months apart. But yeah, it was it was wild. Like it was such a weird thing. Like the fact that the guys were just they just didn't give a shit basically about these women like taking something that was basically to battle cancer to stop us getting cancer. Yeah, and like
again, parents, teach your children not to hit people.
Yeah, so weird. Like, do not do that. What the frick? My kids play fight and I tell them off. I'm just like, no,
you don't
we don't do that.
Other.
We don't play fight. Like, what do you have to fight about? You use your words and you talk to people. You talk to each other if you want to, like, settle your differences. You use
like
your
if you
words.
Get out your energy, play tag or something.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a trampoline outside. Go jump on it. Like, why are you fighting each other? I hate it. I've always been a huge advocate. I taught my boys to say the proper male and female anatomy pretty young as well, because I always feel like it's weird that parents don't teach that to their children. To give them different names, like cookie or something for a vagina. And I just think like that could be misinterpreted so much if a child was actually maybe being assaulted or whatnot.
What if they're in a dangerous situation?
Yeah, exactly.
How will they know?
They're not going to know that because you're making like positive words for something that has a proper name. And don't be afraid of saying the name. There's nothing wrong with your kid calling a vagina no matter what age it is, because that's what it is. That's what it is.
If you have a kid going to their teacher for help saying, somebody touched my cookie, they're just going to think somebody touched their food and they're not going to report it or do anything about it.
Exactly.
You have to teach your kids the right terminology or else they can't ask for help and they can't know what kind of touches are bad.
Exactly that, which is why I've been such an advocate on, teaching. Obviously, my kids can't say vagina. They call them ginas, which is close enough. They're too young, but it's enough for me. That's enough for me. I know what they're saying. I know what they mean, and I'm sure other people would know if they said gina that's what they meant. But yeah, in this situation, like, not teaching your son essentially, or student, that buying sanitary products for anyone, even himself, if he really wanted them, because they're not just used for periods, there's other uses.
Gunshot wounds.
Yeah, or even if if you have really bad piles and you are bleeding down there, they're really good for that. Like, there's different uses for them, they're not just for female periods. Well, not female, but periods in general.
Periods in general.
Yeah, periods in general. People that menstruate is what I mean. It's there's a lot of there's a lot of things. Just like tampons are not just used for menstruation, they're used for nosebleeds, they're used for bleeds. If you've got a gunshot wound, you can stick a tampon in there, and it's so good for if a female had a tampon around and someone got this is a scenario that probably will never be happening, but if someone got shot near him, they could be like, actually, this is really good for stopping the bleeding.
It's a very real scenario where I live.
I mean, yeah, it's not really a real one when I live. I mean, it could have happened near you at some point, maybe. But
at some point, I was just talking on stream yesterday. There was a shooting in my neighborhood.
Oh my god, my friend who went to Ofkai said that there was a shooting near where he was drinking last night, and I was like, fuck that. Like, I don't want why would anyone want to do that? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. It's crazy. Like, what did people obviously everyone that I feel has ever done that sort of thing has not been mentally there, but also like, what? Crazy. It's a wild world that we live in.
Be nice to people. Don't instigate them. Don't incite violence. Don't be mean. Just everybody be a little bit better, and the world will be a better place. Pretty please.
100%. Like I said,
and also buy pads for your girlfriend.
Yeah, buy pads for your girlfriend. What the fuck? Like I said, there's an update for this story, so I'm gonna read the update for ya. It says, first off, thank you for all your awards, replies, and stories. They all mean so much to me. I confronted my boyfriend an hour ago. We sat down and I told him that I didn't like how he acted about buying pads for me. He said he didn't feel like he had to and that I could have held it in. And I drove to the drugstore to get pads myself. I told him that you can't hold in menstrual blood. But he insisted that I could have done it for a few minutes, that it wouldn't be a big deal. Oh my god, this is getting worse. How did this get worse?
Hold it in when somebody cuts you? No.
This is getting worse. This is getting worse. We went back and forth over this and I just dropped it. I asked him, like most of you mentioned, what would happen when we have kids and he'd have to take care of me and buy me nipple cream, take me to the washroom, etc. He said that I would not need those things because I should be able to do them on my own after giving birth. He said that there wasn't anything hard about using the bathroom and the only reason I'd need help is if I was a cripple. Oh my god, this is... How is this getting worse? Everything I read is just making this guy seem like an ass. I mean, maybe he's not an ass as such, but he has not been educated properly on literally anything. How has he been raised? Like, bro. Then I asked him about the trashy comment. He said that he didn't understand why people would want to change the gender they were born in. That basically cemented everything for me. I felt completely betrayed and humiliated. I can't believe I spent 2 years of my life with a guy that holds these views, and I can't believe I was too oblivious to it. I feel so dumb. I just told him that we need to break up. He cussed at me and told me I was exaggerating and that I was being a bitch. I told him that I would send him half of this month's rent. In brackets, we lived together, but this was his apartment, so we would split the bill. Then I packed my bags and drove to my parents' house, and without saying another word, I'm going to be staying with my parents until I sort myself out. I'm feeling really down right now because I really did love him, but I also feel relieved. Again, thank you all for helping me out and sending me encouraging messages. I appreciate it all.
Call his mom and tell her.
Oh my god, can you imagine? What if his mum's the same? Because I feel like in these sort of scenarios, when you tend to call the mother up, she doesn't see any wrong. And that's the issue. Yeah. That's the issue.
In the case of like boy moms.
Yeah. Mommy's boy
I'm a boy mom.
Oh, gross. Like, it's just...
Hashtag boy monty.
Oh my god. I actually have a few Amadejo stories about mother-in-laws that are like too attached to their sons, and it's the fucking ickiest shit that I've ever fucking read.
It's emotional incest.
It's weird. It's so weird. And like you said, emotional incest, but it just feels like that got worse. Like, every sentence that I read made this guy seem more of an asshole. Like, this poor woman didn't even know who her boyfriend was. She didn't even know who she was dating. And then to find out that he's transphobic and also doesn't support her. Misogynistic. Wouldn't support her if they had a baby. Would only support her if she was a cripple. What the fuck does that even mean? I would feel completely betrayed and like second guessing everything about the whole relationship and everything. That poor woman. That poor woman. Yeah. Like she's really had it handed to her, but I guess like every cloud has a silver lining, because imagine if at
least they weren't
married,
pregnant, etc. Like,
I was gonna say, imagine if
she found out now.
Imagine if she was pregnant and she was just about to have a baby and he said that shit. Like, what would you do? What would you do at that point? You would be like, holy fuck, what the fuck, what do I do now? That's crazy. That's actual crazy. So I'm glad that she broke up with him there and then. Like, at least she has a brain on her and she knows her views and she knows her morals and she has them. I do hope now that she's found someone that supports her and is able to buy her pads and chocolate and do anything for her when she's on her period. I really fucking hope, because that's what she deserves. To have someone so disgraceful and say that buying pads is trashy. Ugh, it's disgusting behavior. There's some comments as well. Not the a-hole, your boyfriend sounds like an immature, insecure, transphobe, and he can't endure slight embarrassment to help you out. Gross. Yeah, 100% gross behavior. This whole thread is there's some people like backing him up, saying if he's embarrassed, he's embarrassed. Everyone has their own boundaries, and you can't deny the facts of how he feels, no matter how absolutely irrational it is. That being said,
throw all those commenters in the trash.
that being said, it's not that hard to buy some damn pads. He needs to get over himself. So she's trying to play devil's advocate, maybe, but yeah, no, it's not embarrassing to buy pads. And if you're embarrassed by it, you need to actually get a grip.
Go to therapy.
Definitely go therapy. Work on yourself. You know, work on being a bad person. If you're that worried
about your fragile masculinity, go to therapy.
Yeah, 100%. It's on it. That story's honestly baffled me. I don't think I read the edit. I think I just read the first bit when I chose that, but the edit was just another level of oh my fucking god, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. That guy, oh my god, I cannot believe that. At all. But definitely not the a-hole. Glad you are out of that situation. Glad that you know, were able to go out and buy pads for yourself when you were bleeding so heavily. I feel so sad for you. I remember I had a sports day when I was younger, and I started my period during sports day, and I bled all down my leg on the sports day, and I was so embarrassed. But I can remember I had a really nice teacher, and she pulled me aside. She helped me clean up. She got me, you know, spare trousers from lost property. She was like, don't be ashamed, like this is normal, don't worry. And I was like, yeah, I know it's normal, but I wasn't expecting to start on sports day. but like it happens, it really happens. Like you don't know when it's gonna start really, unless you're like super regular, which is very rare.
Yeah, I mean I've always had menstrual issues, and so when I start bleeding, I don't stop unless I take medication to stop. So if I don't have my medication, like I either have to go to the hospital because I'm hemorrhaging, or I will just bleed for months and months and months. And so I was very lucky. I had a time period in school where I didn't have any family in town, and it was just me in high school. And it was like early years of high school, so I wasn't driving yet or anything. And I gotten my period, and it was extremely heavy, and I didn't know what to do. And so I called my friend's mom, even though we didn't go to the same school anymore, and she drove all the way across town to pick me up and bring me over to her house and like help me get cleaned up and everything. And I will always be so thankful for her. It was so great to have another lovely lady role model in my life who could help me out in my times of need like that.
And it sticks with you, because even now you're telling that story and you remember it. Like stuff like that sticks with us women. Like we're always going to remember people that look out for us, because you know there's not many people that do. Like there's not many people that advocate for us.
We'll never forget if you don't.
We'll never forget. We'll never ever forget. 100%. Well, Val, it was really amazing having you on the show with me tonight. I hope you had an amazing time. I hope you loved the juicy stories. I hope you had a great time.
I've had a wonderful time, and I loved all the juicy stories, even though they made me a little heated. But it is okay. I will be fine. I'll get over it, right?
She's gonna go off and she's gonna be like,
yeah, I gotta decompress.
Yeah, definitely, you know, have a bath or watch your favorite thing, or like, you know, maybe have a glass of wine. I don't know. It was really nice having you, and I'm so glad that you were able to talk about these stories with me. And until the next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing time zone, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.